Hello everyone, this is Hawa and welcome back to my channel. So today I would like to introduce you to my persuasive speech, which is about should students be allowed to use or to have their cell phones with them during school? The answer is yes. So guys, let me ask you about something. Nowadays, do you know someone who doesn't have or who doesn't use cell phones? When you think about it, no. Because you are living in a world of technology where we use our smart and cell phones to do every single thing. We just do not use it for calls and messages, but we also use it for shopping online because you have our bank accounts in there. We can do our assignment using our phones and all those stuff. So for that, I think that phones are more great than hurt as they assist us in our everyday and daily lives. So instead of forbidding them, educators may and should definitely think about incorporating cell phones in our educational system. So I believe that cell phones are just not good learning resources. They also allow students to stay connected with their family and friends, and they encourage the responsible use of technology. So I will be talking about the three main points today. So my first point will be about cell phones being learning resources. So when it comes to that, I would like to mention the fact that we can use our cell phones to do our research mostly at school. For example, we have Google Scholars, which is very useful for students. They can use it to have their educational websites, to do their project, their homework, and every single thing. And also, I would like to mention the fact that we can use our cell phones to use our tools as calendar, the calculators, and all those stuff. So it really helps us with the research and to get our homework get done. So second, I would like to mention the fact that students can stay connected with their family and their friends. When it comes to the family, I would like to mention the fact that students can easily stay in touch with their family or their parents. For example, if they forget something at home, an assignment, lunch, money, or anything, or in case of emergency, they can directly reach out to their parents. And also, parents can stay in touch and keep track of their kids at school. And also, when I talk about friends, it's not for the sake of just calling and talking to chill. But for example, if there is a classmate missing in school, you can call them or text them to know what's going on and why they didn't show up in class. So, and for my last point, I would like to mention the fact that cell phones encourage the responsible use of technology, because by that way, we kind of teach professors and educators, teach students to be responsible young adults by knowing how to use their cell phones and when to use it mostly, because they have to be careful in class in order to not use it all the time or to get distracted by their phones. And also, I would like to talk about students learning to make their choices and accept consequences. For example, they know that in fact, if they use their cell phones during a test to cheat or during class, during lectures, they get distracted and they really don't focus on what they are supposed to focus on. And if they get caught by a professor, they may fail or get an F in that class, so which is really bad. So they kind of learn to be responsible, to make their own choices, and to assume it after on. So as an example, in real life, I have been in Africa. That's where I went to school. So all my life, we weren't allowed to use our cell phones in school, only during break time and stuff like that. Because when a professor will see your phone, he will take it and you won't be able to have your phone back until the end of the year. Even your parents couldn't give it back to you. So that's one thing. That's why when I came to the US, I didn't have my professor on my back. In most of my classes, we were allowed to use our phones, but I really didn't touch my phone because I didn't want to be on it. I just thought that it would be distracting to me. So I kind of learned to educate myself on being able to use my cell phones at times, but not all the time at school. So for those who are against using cell phones in school, I really understand them because it can be distracting and students usually don't get focused on what they are supposed to do at school. So I understand that, but I still believe that we should definitely allow students to use their cell phones in class for many reasons that I have cited: keeping in touch with their family and friends, being responsible young adults, and using it for research at school to help them get things done. So overall, cell phones improve correspondence, communication, and it helps them better themselves. Because nowadays we are all attracted or addicted to our cell phones. So instead of seeing the bad outcomes of it, we and the professors or educators should definitely use the positivity to turn it into a practical and very useful material for our students. So they should definitely incorporate it to educational system so students can get things done, and it's gonna be very successful to all of us. So thank you for watching my video, and see you